Okay, so today I'm going to go over what my pre-market prep would look like. And again, this is me on a new journey of openly sharing what my trading looks like. So if you have any feedback or questions, just be sure to drop it in the chat. This is by no means some expert way to do pre-market. It's just what I'm working with right now as I have recently adjusted my strategy just a little bit. So, first, I'm trying to navigate this Zoom. So, patience. Okay. So my screen sharing. Okay. Let me check this. All right. That looks right. Trying to figure out how to share my screen. I think it's sharing. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to. Okay. Here we go. Thanks for bearing with me. All right. So the market has just opened. And I typically will not trade until my golden hours, which is 5 to 7. So right now it's 3:30. And obviously this price action looks ugly. But the first thing I do is I use Market AI and I come over here and I check my daily bias. I'm going to open this up and take a look at it. This is just a tool that I've been using recently. I'm getting to know fundamentals a little better, especially as a gold trader. I'd kind of like to learn what moves it economically or what news events, things like that. Doesn't necessarily determine if I'm going to take a trade, but I've been dabbling with being more diligent with my risk if there's something that I need to be more careful about and not necessarily just avoiding news altogether, which I used to do. So I'm going to go here to gold because I want to trade on my prop firm account, not my live account. So if any of you guys know, I trade gold forex on my live account, super tiny account. You can see it right here, actually. Little bitty account. How do I move this up? This is Trade Locker, so I'm still getting to know this platform as well. Anyway, I started with like $230 and I'm up 36. Oh, there we go. I took 4 trades since I opened this and they're just super small. I'm used to trading larger numbers because I have been doing prop firms. So um, doing a small account like that is definitely an experience. So, anyway, back to where I was. I use Market AI to help me with my daily bias because I was finding that I personally was struggling with trying to come up with the daily bias. So this really helps me, and I prefer to see them in alignment. So the swing trading bias and the day trading bias are both bullish. And I noticed over here on futures that it's not in alignment. And I personally don't like trading them when they're not in alignment. This gives me an indication it might be choppy. As you can see, when I looked, it was totally sideways. So I'm going to keep that in mind. That means I'm probably not going to take a trade tonight, but we'll see. So for me, my daily bias is right now sideways. So I'm going to come over to my charts and I'm going to go to readjust my lines. So I haven't traded in a couple of days, so they need to be adjusted. In case you didn't know, I'm a trend line trader. So that's what you're seeing here. I'm playing with some other things. I've been paying attention to these previous days highs, previous days low, previous week low. I pay attention to that a lot. This little area is the thing I've been playing around with as well. It's just I call this areas of interest for me. I can see that there was some wicks that kept getting hit. So at that time, this is old, but at this time, I probably marked it right around here because I kept seeing that. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. I don't need that. I don't need that here at this time. It'll let me. Okay, clear that out. And then what you're seeing here, this target area and this pullback area, I also get that from Market AI. Um, I'll go to the day trading bias and you can see them here. These are coming off of the 1 hour time frame. I trade the 15-minute time frame and I used to mark key levels manually in the 4 hour, but I have noticed how accurate these have been since I started using it. So I just put them on my chart the way they have them, and that's been working for me. As you all know, I'm a busy mom, and this has been a time saver for me, both having the daily bias marked and having some key levels given to me by AI that I've trusted and seen success with. So I will still look and add some myself, but typically these are being used for take profit areas. So I'm going to go and move my pullback area to 44.30. I'll keep that there. And then it said target level 44.80. So I have those there. So obviously, if I saw a trend line break to the upside, Market AI is considering that there's a target level pretty close. So I don't know if I would feel confident in that, or I would think, hey, it's gonna, you know, turn around there. That's something I'm playing with. But if I was in on a trend line break in this other direction, which I need to come in and put these in, I would be more confident that I had more room to move. But I also, with gold, have noticed I don't like to go against the overall trend. I much prefer to trade in the direction of the trend. I've just gotten smacked around trying to go in the opposite direction, but I'm trying to collect more data in my TradeZella to see how that works out in 2026. I'm going to move this up just a little bit because it's so close and then just go from there. So we're just right here between these two lines, which makes me think it's going to want, as you would call it, your trade idea. I would think it's probably going to try to come back to this previous day high here before going up to the target level. So I don't like going against the trend. So it's likely I might sit out tonight, but we'll see what happens before 5. Like this price action could do something different. And I might have to adjust my lines when I come back to trade. But overall, this is what my pre-market looks like. I've come in, adjusted my lines, got a little idea of what do I think price is going to do in this session. Um, I am probably going to start working with boxes because I noticed that I'm a little trigger happy sometimes to get into trades. And last year I took a lot of trades and consolidation. So if I could find the square or shapes, no, rectangle. So maybe it would be in my best interest to sort of start marking out some consolidation areas. We'll see. And just looking for, a break out of that. But I try to keep my charts simple. And so my OCD just doesn't want me to like allow extra things on my chart. How do I get that off? But that is not a bad idea for me. Um, and right now I'm actually going to start a 30-day challenge here soon. These are my rules. As I was mentioning, I like to trade in the direction of the daily bias. I have my key levels marked. This is actually my playbook if I were to get in. I'm going to look for a trend line break with strong volume and a candle close, making sure I'm setting appropriate risk. So on a 50K account, I'm going to not want to risk more than $200, and 3 trade max per day is definitely max per day. I try to take a win and be done, but this could even maybe be 2 trade max per day, but I'm going to leave it at 3 for now. But yeah, and then I'll come in here, kind of clean this up too. I don't take as many trades on the personal account yet. I'm not comfortable. Mostly stick on my prop firm account. But if I see like an A plus plus setup and I see gold is really moving strongly in a certain direction, I'll take one over here on my live account as well. I don't necessarily keep this as marked up as I do on my trading view. I do all of my markups here. There's a couple of other platforms that I trade on, and I don't want to mark all of them up. So I do all of that on trading view. Makes it easier. So this is my pre-market. This is what it looks like. I forgot to mention, it's really important to me. Try to start with a prayer. This is my little prayer. You can find it in the Discord and the faith-based channel if you are part of that. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's what my pre-market looks like. I will be making a strategy video soon to break down my strategy. I will make some videos on how I journal in my TradeZella. I can do a back testing video. Just let me know in the comments what kind of videos you would like, and that will give me some ideas. But I hope that was helpful, and see you on the next video.